broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh yeah. Always with the dance. I can't do that dance.
What you got? Hey, hey. Hey, welcome. It is the Mysteries of Laura After Show and AfterBuzz TV. We are back. I almost said we are black. I'm black, but we are back. We are back. You know how crazy this show is with us. And I'm your host, James Lott Jr., or one of your hosts, James Lott Jr. I'm not the only one, of course, because I have two people with me.
That's right.
One of them is Alexis, and we love her. She's okay. She's just somewhere else.
We have somebody joining the panel, though, James Lott Jr.
I'm so excited. She's beautiful. And we're going to introduce her first.
Okay, let's do it.
It is Teresa. Oh, it's me.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow, you're listening to yourself? This is how it goes.
I was like, oh my God, it's me. Teresa La, welcome.
Thank you, guys. I'm so excited to join.
Yes,
I haven't been back in the studio for a while now, and I wanted to do a show. And
you did a show with Cameron. Of course,
yes.
you know who
we
he
did.
is. What show did you do?
My first. Stalker.
Stalker. I used to watch Stalker.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I actually like Stalker. I mean,
what a feather in your cap.
Yes. Anyway, so welcome. We're back after a week off, and actually, there won't be a show next week either. Kind of weird. So they gave us the Ghost.
Oh, Thanksgiving next week, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving next week.
I think this is technically the fall finale.
Yes, I think so too. Actually, I think so too.
What?
It also has been I guess extended. They have 3 or 4 more episodes.
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw that. So that's really good. So the show's doing really well in its time slot. Which means
I saw a article that said Mysteries of Laura is the secret hero of NBC right now.
Isn't that crazy?
Who would have known?
And so long as it's on, we're on. And we are on YouTube, of course, and you can follow us right now. And there's people in the chat room. Our usuals like Diane Sutherland, Mr. D-Style.
D-Style. It's been a while since I've gotten a tweet from D-Style.
Yeah, D-Style. What's going on? Audrey's on. So we got some people. We'll do some more shout-outs as we go on, of course. And you can follow us on iTunes and SoundCloud and all those kind of great things. This is the Mystery of the Ghost Machine.
That's it, yeah.
Yes.
What episode? Number?
I am
74?
Episode 553.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Episode 8.
Somewhere there. Oh, that's right, that's right.
So I think we're kind of halfway through the season, I guess, at some point. You think about it, I guess.
That's depressing.
13 episodes?
13, maybe do 13, 14, 13 days.
That's sad.
So I was like, it's already happening. I know it's already happening. So we're going to get right into it, because we're going to just dive right in. So we see 2 chicks. Kind of, I guess they're trying to find this club. They're like, they're doing this kind of weird, like, they say this and do this, and they're just kind of talking amongst each other. One girl wants to throw up or whatever, as a girl or a guy might do when they drink too much.
I love a show that starts off with a vomit scene.
And a sports car comes careening in.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what's going to happen? I thought it was going to hit the girls or something, but
I thought it was one of those Google cars that drives itself. Gone rampant.
My friend saw one of
those the other day, actually. So
that's like the perfect crime. Set that thing to go.
That is.
It is perfect crime.
And then
well, the guy in the driver's seat is dead.
Yeah. How did that make it? It said it drove like a mile or something.
Yeah,
right?
like mile 7.
How did he go a mile when he's dead?
Well, no, I guess they were kind of deducing that he got shot outside the car because there's no bullets in the car anywhere. Remember?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so he died and then he decided to get behind the
away.
wheel?
Oh, no, well, he didn't die yet. He was dying.
Oh,
he got in the car and he was trying to get away.
And
then he probably died mid-drive.
That's why you never put on cruise control if you're not. You got to be careful.
Remember cruise control? Do they still have cruise control?
Of course they have still. What?
Not on some cars.
I don't use that anymore.
In LA, there's no way you can use it. Well, sometimes I set it to like 12.5 miles per hour. If I want to swing in by Starbucks and then run back to my car.
you mean my point? I'm thinking, in LA, I just never use it.
Yeah.
So he spins it, he's dead. So that's what kind of opens the whole show and begins the mystery. And it turns out he has no ID, no credit cards. They keep calling them burner phones. I always call them booty call phones.
I like booty call phone better.
I like that.
Those trace phones and stuff. It's like those are phones you have. Not things.
You probably have a burner phone, don't you?
I do.
You have like 6 phones.
I do. I have a burner phone too.
Do you really?
Do you have a burner phone?
I have 6 phones. I have 3.
Oh, what, 3?
That's not much
I used to have 2. I only have 1 now.
It's just I have my own company. I have another life. I have another life.
Just
Okay,
make sure.
That's legit.
I do know. I should say I have
Advice
another
to
life.
criminals out there, and I'm not trying to give advice to criminals, but I mean, if you're gonna get a burner phone, don't make it a flip phone. Like that's a dead giveaway, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a dead like nobody uses. If you have like a bag phone, that's obviously going to be the burner. Go expensive. Chances are the crime you're pulling off, you can afford this phone. Go for the iPhone or something.
Well, a lot of times, a lot of those phones nowadays are modeled after regular phones. I remember seeing one once where it looked like a BlackBerry.
Oh, I see.
And one looked like an iPhone.
I thought you meant like a house phone. It's like that's not any better. It's like a rotary. Doing drug deals.
I used to remember messing up and to start over again.
Oh, what a pain.
A rodeo phone.
That's the real crime.
Yeah. And you have to watch it circle.
Yes.
You know, I actually tried like doing a touch dial thing. It was like press 2 if you want to, and I'm doing the thing thinking it'll work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
This is news to me.
Maybe I'm a spy.
And for you, America.
I said maybe I'm a spy. That's why I have all those phones.
All right, so then
they find out the card is to a William Davis.
Billy Davis.
Oh, funny. Billy Davis.
Billy
So funny.
Davis.
I didn't think of that. It's so
How about
funny.
that?
He's So who is he? You guys remember what they said we found out who he is?
Yeah, a mini Seth Rogen.
I love that line.
I really wanted them to like go up to him and hear the laugh.
Yeah.
Like I wanted them to accuse him of the crime and have him be like,
He's like,
Did you guys think he actually looked like a mini Seth Rogen?
not really.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
No.
not really. I mean, he had the unshaven face and the curly hair kind of, but he didn't look like
He looked
him.
more like a large Muppet than a mini Seth Rogen.
A large muffin. Yeah, I guess I.
Not a large muffin.
No, I said-
a large muffin. I mean, not far off from a muffin either, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
definitely not Seth Rogen. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't think he was in that way. So we find out that he is indeed William Davis because the bouncer tells him what's going on, and this chick walks up, this cute little chick named Kaylee, and buys him a drink, and they're thinking that's kind of weird. He's buying
Yeah.
you a drink, and
Yeah.
Laura's like, "Yeah, something's going on, girl."
Like how he was like, it happens.
Yeah, exactly. No, that does not happen.
Please.
And there's like, would you ever buy?
Only
a guy
person
a drink?
to ask you out is
would you
a
ever-
mini
I was
Jonah
gonna
Hill.
say, would you buy a drink for somebody or no? You want to buy a drink, don't you, in a club?
I mean, for a friend, someone I knew, but not
yeah.
for a guy I was trying to hit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm old fashioned.
if that happens, like that has happened once to me, and I just assumed that she was a murderer. Because that does not happen.
It doesn't happen.
No.
So basically, Kaylee runs. Of course, she looks suspicious. Goes to the women's bathroom. She's texting someone.
This is like the second time in 3 episodes that we've seen the texting of cops are here.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Can we not think of a better code?
That's so true. It has been this whole thing like, oh my God, there, what's going on? So of course, Laura is smart enough. She finds her as she's texting, and she says there's a guy named Ricky, and that's who the black guy is. And basically, they're all just working for somebody. They're all kind of this idea about fencing basically expensive cars. And so basically, she's there to give them drinks,
Yeah.
put up the guys, get the key.
Which
Makes it worth a lot more.
Yeah, makes it worth a lot more.
Which makes sense if you think about it.
Sense.
Yeah,
Sense
I
to
get
me.
that.
So they do that. So then they find out Billy and Martha have to go to, because people here on the show know that I know about New York because I go to New York all the time, and my family's in New York, and they had to go to Williamsburg, which is in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Brooklyn.
really?
I love Brooklyn.
BK.
I love BK. I love it.
I love Burger King as
Shout out to
well.
my grandmother, Grand Susie. Hi, Grand Susie. She's in Park
She's
Slope.
watching right now, isn't she?
Yeah, say hi to Grand Susie.
Hi.
She's great. And so they had to go there, and they go to his apartment, and it's like bare bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of looked like my place, I'm not going to lie.
I've been to your place.
So
It did kind of look like that.
It wasn't. I was a little scared. I am not an undercover cop. I will just say that right now.
Sure, Cam.
Well,
You
I
only
mean,
have one phone, right?
We know of.
That we
that
know.
you
Right,
know
Teresa?
of.
We've only
Yeah.
seen one. He still carries a BlackBerry.
Yeah, who has a BlackBerry? If somebody has a BlackBerry, they deserve to be arrested. Like, that still happens. Yeah, but this guy didn't have anything. He had, like, fall wardrobe.
Yeah.
Only beer in the fridge. Which,
Nope.
why do they even bother putting beer in the fridge?
Yeah, because he said it was funny. There's only beer, but like no ketchup. You know, like things that we all kind of staples we have, like nothing else.
Right.
So it made him think it's. And he said, and she mentioned the wardrobe was autumn.
Yeah.
So what? Can you tell me what that means? I don't know what that means. Like, when you think of autumn clothes, what do you think that means?
It's like what?
Just like jackets
yeah.
and light sweaters.
Yeah, sweaters.
Okay.
Probably like what I'm wearing right now.
Okay. Well, obviously not me. I'm wearing like
Probably
summer.
very fashionable clothing like I'm wearing currently.
Folks out there, is he wearing? Oh my, your uncle has a BlackBerry. Oh my God.
What?
Okay.
What are
Well,
they saying
Diane.
about
She says she has her uncle has a BlackBerry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're out of business. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry.
But no, and back to him and his unfashionable self. Let's go to autumn stuff. So he said basically like a temporary housing situation.
Yeah.
Right.
But he looked like somebody who was fencing cars.
Which, by the way, I didn't know that was the term for the car thing. And I also learned what a ghost lot was. Like, I didn't know what that meant either.
And what did they say it was again?
Ghost lot? Isn't that it?
Oh, for a while the cars were just sitting
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
This is all news to me.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cooling spot, you mean?
Cooling spot.
Yes.
Where did I get ghost lot?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe that was a
combining
movie.
the ghost apartment with.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, thank God
Yeah.
Teresa's here. Thank God.
Cool spot.
Yes. Oh,
spot.
she's like, it's okay. So we had to make another thing about this syndicate. It's another word they use on this show.
A lot of fancy words.
I just found out like 2 weeks ago what syndicate even means.
Yeah, we had to be on the show.
Syndication.
That's what I thought. See, it's like
You know?
No.
you always hear like
The Russian-
it's the syndicate,
Yes.
and you're like, what is that even? And it's just people that like I don't even remember what it means now.
That's what I forgot what it means too.
It's just like
One of
people
you
who
guys in
get
the-
together to do something.
Okay, well, you guys in the chat, you just told us a couple weeks ago, so tell me again. Put it in the chat in a second. We can tell Teresa, because we didn't know what it
Yeah,
was really, and it was just kind of funny. They always use those words.
It's just a good
Russian
word.
syndicate. No, like it makes it seem more sinister or like international.
I guess I always just think in the terms of TV syndication.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what I thought too. But I guess it's like a fancy word for a book club or something. That's like it's literally that. It's like it's not even necessarily a bad thing if I remember correctly.
that's right. It wasn't
It's
even
like
bad, yeah.
just a group of people that are
Congregating
congregating over something. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going.
There could be
our
a-
folks will tell us. They're going to tell us.
Yeah,
They'll
let
tell
us
me.
know.
Yeah, let us know because I'm just can't remember.
Pizza syndicate.
So,
all
so Ricky turns out to be. Turns out they find gun oil for firearms. Then this is the part that was kind of weird, and me and Teresa were looking at each other a little about this because it was kind of like something was making noise. They said, and it was a badge and a pipe.
Yeah.
How is it
How did
making-
he discover
Yeah,
the noise?
I don't understand either.
Did badges vibrate every now and
I was just gonna find out the phone. That's what I thought was gonna find some little phone, but he's like, "Did you hear that?" I'm like, "Hear what?" And then he went underneath the sink and pulled out.
Maybe that's like a universal code for the undercover cops.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hide it in the pipes.
Oh, maybe.
Well, he did say later on that was like just a spot he knew of that people don't commonly check. But how do you go? Like, this was one of the first places
Yeah,
he
what
checked.
triggers that?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so Diane Sutherland tells it's a group of individuals or organizations combined to promote some common interest.
See, there
So
we
it's not
go.
even bad. It's not even
Could be
well,
a book club.
it could be a book club. You're actually right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use it for that, but you're right.
The Robert Clancy Syndicate. There's one of those
The
out
James
there.
Patterson.
James Patterson definitely
yeah.
has a
True.
syndicate.
And you know he
There's
has a-
several of those.
Yes.
But yeah, the badge thing is weird. But also I don't know. Probably in real life, this is probably true. But I feel weirded out about the badge thing commonly, because it's like if somebody showed you a badge, I feel like that's so easy to replicate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So
I
how
didn't
is-
know if it's a real
Me
guy
neither.
versus
Me neither.
fake.
So I will just always assume it's fake.
No, I assume it's real.
Oh, really?
When you assume
Yeah,
it's
I would
real.
assume it's
Yeah,
real.
you assume it's.
That's
you'd
probably
be
I don't
safer.
know any
Yeah.
better.
I
Yeah,
will
exactly.
avoid arrest that way.
Oh,
but
trust me, I would assume it's real in this day and age.
But I mean, I feel
yeah.
like that's something that's pretty easy to duplicate.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I don't know. That's
You
weird.
don't know.
Yeah, but he finds it in a pipe.
Mine's in a pipe, and turns out Ricky's named Detective John Campbell.
Yeah.
So we got a name, and his handler is this lieutenant. I forgot his name. I don't know if I said his name, but I didn't write down his name. Was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
but-
think,
just wrote lieutenant.
I think
So
it
did
was
I,
just
Lieutenant also.
Lieutenant Hansy or something. I think
we're
that
always,
was
we're always
it.
good for making up names too for people. That's what let's all call Lieutenant
That's
Hanson.
what we did on
Hansy.
Stalker too.
We did on Zoo
Yeah,
also.
it's just easier that
We had
way.
Date Dude, and also like we just
Oh,
kept, we
yeah.
kept making up names because we didn't guess the names. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
Black Dude, Date Dude, whatever. So Hansy, Lieutenant Hansy,
Yeah, Lieutenant Hansy.
was Billy's old handler also.
Yeah.
So they had a connection, and apparently the handler said, lieutenant says, John was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he didn't mess up. Like he was really good. Someone was after him, obviously, but he did not mess up.
Yeah.
And so I mentioned the syndicate. This moves 20 million luxury cars annually. Can you imagine that?
That's a lot.
It's a lot of cars.
Maybe I'll get into that. Get a burner phone.
I don't think it would really be a good career. And then they meet the mom and sister, Mrs. Campbell and Rachel. And it turns out Rachel had been bullied. And basically cyberbullied, like really bad.
Mom weirded me out.
That's very stalker-ish.
Yeah, I didn't feel the mom.
Yeah, same here.
Especially later on when she was like, don't interview Rachel.
Yeah,
she's
like,
upset. Like, wouldn't you want to know who killed your son?
She's like, don't bring it up again. And it's like, well, the guy's going to go kill more people.
I almost thought she was the killer for a minute.
You know who I thought? I thought it was Lieutenant Hansy. I did, because he's
There was someone internal. Oh, that's
yeah,
what they thought.
and he's being like kind of pissy. They're like, hey, can we check your stuff? He's like, I don't do that. He's defending like a computer that's sitting over by the wall, and he's like, just to get over it. It's like, dude, somebody died. You're a cop. And he's freaking out. I'm like, arrest this guy. At least fire him. Take his badge, if it's even a real one, away.
Yeah, he was a little angry, wasn't he? So we learned that John had made an exception and saw her for Rachel's birthday, because of course when you're undercover you can't really see anybody. And then
That's right.
He was undercover.
Yeah.
So that's a big point. He was an undercover cop. So it turns out. So he wasn't really fencing stuff right. Just he was an undercover cop in trying to infiltrate these people. I talk with my hand. Do
you guys think? I'm gonna pause you for just a second because you just said that. Do you think you could be an undercover cop?
No.
I think I could.
I think of all three of us, Teresa would definitely be the best.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't do it.
You could do it.
I could be slick.
Yeah, I would just like accidentally leak stuff out.
Yeah, it just worked for me.
Yeah, there's no way I'd do it.
No,
that's crazy.
That whole profession is. I give them props for that, because I don't know how.
So dangerous.
Yeah, so dangerous and life changing.
How weird would that be if he's a cop undercover? And he's
know.
like, yeah, I give
That's
props
crazy.
to them.
I don't know how they do it.
I would never do it.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
I would never. Lieutenant Hansy.
That would be my title. And then, so here's another part of New York that I love that they used.
Yeah.
Because I've actually been there. I've been there many times when I've gone to New York on the Upper East Side. When he does a video, which was kind of this, like the night before, to Rachel, he flipped the camera, which I don't know why he did that. Why he flipped, they didn't explain, but it was smart for Laura to figure out.
I think he probably did that because he knew there was a chance something was going down.
Okay, so he did that, and they show Serendipity. Those of you who don't know, Serendipity is a restaurant. And
that's a real place.
It's for real.
Oh.
In Las Vegas is Serendipity 3, actually, at Caesars, and they have it there.
Oh, really?
Yes, you go to Las Vegas.
I go to Vegas a lot.
Go to Caesars. It's right outside when you cross over the bridge from like the other side. And the original Serendipity was in New York on 60th and like 2nd or 3rd, in the Upper East Side, and their big thing is the frozen hot chocolate. It is this huge, giant thing.
Yes.
It's like it's literally hot chocolate taste, and kind of the consistency is kind of like almost like ice cream, not quite like ice cream, like ice milk maybe, but it's hot chocolate. It's huge, and you have whipped cream and stuff on top of it, and you get big straws and you share it.
That sounds
It is so delicious. So if you're in Vegas or New York, Serendipity has 2 locations in New York, and the 3rd one's in Vegas.
Wasn't there a movie called Serendipity with John Cusack and Kate something?
I thought it was Marissa Tomei. No, it was Marissa Tomei.
Was it about that?
No.
It was about Serendipity. And then I think Serendipity was in the movie too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a great place.
I want to go to this.
It's a great place.
Awesome.
It's always packed. Just to let you know.
Oh well, we should go now then.
Yes, we should go. We should go. Well, yeah. Vegas actually is not far from me. We could do it in about 5 hours. Let's go. I'll be back here till 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Why not?
Okay, so and in the middle of all that, Laura asked about Jake's CAT scan, because that's actually a very important plot note. And his CAT scan, he says it was routine. It was fine. He plays it off.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he wants that date.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they find, by Serendipity, look for garages. They find one 3 blocks away, which leads to your, not ghost lot. What is it called again? She told you.
Cooling lot.
No.
There you go.
Wasn't it Cooling Spot?
Yeah, Cooling Spot.
Cooling Spot.
I'm the Cooling Lot.
Damn.
Yes, but thank God she's here.
Cooling Spot.
And they found some covered cars. That's the usual part. That's how they figured it out.
Yeah.
Expensive cars.
Wouldn't that throw off like pretty quickly if people were parking like super expensive cars and putting the cover over? The cover is what got me.
There are some owners that are extra picky about their cars.
Even in public like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially in parking garages and stuff. I've seen that in big condo establishments.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where they don't want to touch their car. It's like, it's their car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with her. I've seen that in places.
Oh, well, this is news to
We
me.
don't have any expensive cars. So
Yeah, I
obviously,
get that's probably what it is.
there's no covering my car, so it doesn't really,
Yeah.
doesn't really fucking matter. So, and then, so then a guy comes in, again, they're standing there, another expensive car comes in and starts shooting at them.
Yeah.
And it's,
That was
like,
ballsy.
that was, just coming on, it's like, and I was like,
Also,
that was
how
it.
long was he waiting there?
Yeah, I know. It was like,
He was just like chilling in his Maserati
he's like,
with a gun hanging out the window going, I bet these are the cops.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yes.
Thank you, D-Style.
Who said that? D-Style?
Thank you.
D-Style.
Oh, they think Teresa would be an awesome as an undercover cop. That's what they're saying.
See? Who said that?
Thanks.
Well, D-Style said
D-Style?
that one. And Diane said, yeah. They agree.
All
Thanks for the
right.
love.
That's right,
Thanks,
kids.
You guys are
guys.
awesome.
So then they found that the guy, they stop him, of course, and his name is Manny Palca.
Manny Pacquiao.
That's what I thought.
Me
Yeah.
too. I was like, Manny Pacquiao? He's in this thing? It'd be funny if it was him. It'd be kind of funny.
I think, a cameo.
Cameo. And so, so it turns out they get his phone. They bring him in and get his phone. They find the gun. It's the same gun that killed Campbell. So he's a shooter. So I don't know about that. He's a shooter, but it's just not found who the mastermind is.
Right.
There's one
Who
of those-
sent the text?
Yeah, who sent the text? It was another episode of that trying to find the master. Remember the one a couple weeks ago? They're trying to find the mastermind who getting frustrated. Remember that episode where we said everybody was frustrated? Oh, come on, are you here?
I
with me
don't.
today?
Which one?
It was a couple weeks ago where everybody.
Oh, when everybody was pissy?
Yes.
When Jake was like, tell me the... It's like, dude, you're talking to the barista.
Right.
Yeah.
They wanted to know. I feel like this is another one. They were trying to find the head of the snake, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like they were getting the little people, but it's like we still need the guy of the guy.
Yeah.
So they find out on his phone a picture of Campbell. So it's like, okay, he's a ticket. So the whole thing is, again,
And it was just a police photo.
police photo.
Yeah.
And so they go back to Lieutenant Hansy.
Lieutenant Hansy. And he's going, well, I didn't do it. They're computers.
He's like, there's no breach.
Yeah. They're like, hey, well, they got the pictures off your computer. And he's like, whoa, you can't touch it. It's like, dude, this guy he might not be the one who did this crime, but he's going down for something.
He's going down for something.
Eventually.
I'm just saying.
Yes. And so they had to get that original iMac. It was kind of funny. It was like an older iMac.
Yeah, a little
And
throwback.
It was kind of a throwback.
I
It was
wish they
kinda
would have
cute.
gone older,
The man
though.
from Uncle.
Yeah, Man from Uncle. It was like, it was so funny. I'm like, yeah, I wish they went older too.
Yeah.
Like the grape one. I have my grape one still from 2001.
I would have liked to see,
I
like,
have that.
5x5 floppy green
There you
screen
go. I'm there.
from, like, the 80s.
Why do you still have that?
Well, it's funny. It was so cute, and I kind of kept it around. It worked for a long time, and then I put it away in storage, and then I moved to LA, and I unpacked. Like recently, I still had it from all my moves.
I like those
and it still
things.
works.
Really?
But it's very archaic. I mean, it's like 2%
But you know what?
memory and stuff in it.
Just, like, design-wise,
It's the bomb.
cool computer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of using it right now, sitting as like just decoration, kind of in my closet. I was sitting there, and you can just walk in, and like, what's that?
It's a relic.
It's
Look
a
at that relic.
That relic. So okay, they find out somebody is actually hacking.
Yeah.
So Meredith's on the case because she's the nerd, she's the girl, the computer geek, and basically she finds out that it's really hard. The hacker's good, no footprint, no location. They can't find it. They came in, took stuff, and got out. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of weird. But then Laura goes into almost to Santini. Thanks, Alexis, who's not here. Santiani.
It's Santini.
They start calling her Santini from the beginning, Teresa. They didn't like her. And her printer's just spitting out just like papers. And it was kind of, again, this show sometimes does exaggeration with the pasta earlier in the season. That was a lot of paper for a small printer.
I thought the exact same thing.
Did you think that was kind of weird? It's like,
I did.
This thing wouldn't be able to hold like even a ream.
and she said, how much paper do you
Yeah.
have in here? It's like, yeah.
It's one of those desktop printers,
Yes,
not even
yeah.
the bigger office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was just like tons of paper coming out.
Print out maybe like one coupon, and that's it.
It's so weird. And it was all of their files from that precinct.
Yeah.
Emails, private emails, all kind of stuff in there.
Kind of a weird hack, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because even if I was working at a precinct and all the emails printed out, it's like, I'm not going to read all these.
No.
That's way too much paper.
Oh, thank you. Love my shirt. It's the Spice Girls.
Yeah,
is that what they're saying in the chat?
They're saying they like it.
Which, by the way, speaking of Spice Girls, if you like listening to the show, you can do that in iTunes. Don't know what that has to do with Spice Girls, but you can subscribe in iTunes. Listen, comment. Give us a couple stars. It just pops up on your phone. James Lott Jr. has it. Teresa Law has it. Lieutenant Hansy has it on his phone. You can find it there, too. And in YouTube, comment there. Follow us on Twitter. Hashtag ABTV. MOL.
We want to thank that person who actually wrote the wife.
Oh, yes. Should I read that real quick?
Yeah, you can.
Let me pull it up. Give me some thinking music.
He's like,
you. Go ahead, hum it. Hum it.
Wow.
We have a, this is so nice. This is from Nani Quilting Dreams.
Good name.
Great username.
Yeah,
5 stars. She said, I will be honest and say that I've only listened to 1 or 2 podcasts so far and just found this podcast. This is the only TV show my husband and I both like and we watch together. This is the only podcast he will listen to when we drive in the car. It amazes me that he will listen to it. Usually he only listens to history of political podcasts. I love those too. He says this podcast is like listening to friends discuss the show they just watched, and I agree. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That is a great
That is so kind.
Thank you very much.
Nani Quilting Dreams.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. That's what we try to do. We're friends talking about a show we like. So that's AfterBuzz's mission. We try to do. And so so they find out that they get in the middle of all those papers. Back off or else. So they find out it's a hacker. So basically, just to kind of summarize all the stuff, they go through a bunch of different things, and they have to power everything down. Mm-hmm. The little phone books, the throwbacks to the phone books. I'm like, I'm trying to get a phone book in my house.
I don't
analog.
Yeah, to go analog. Find a phone book.
Do you have a phone book at your house? I mean, I
No.
don't know. I don't
think they even send those around anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. Yeah.
Do you guys have phone books?
I haven't seen one since like '94.
Well, I've seen them since then, but I mean, I don't
know. What do kids sit on now? At the dinner table.
That's pretty funny, actually. So they had to go. So they went to the bar where they always go to, and that was their kind of war room, which I love that. And he goes, and a homeboy was like, I had to give him money for a tab. I had to give a credit card down for a tab. And he said, drinks for everybody. And they're drinking coffees and stuff, and it was kind of fun. And basically, they figure out that someone had to use a special router nearby to start hacking.
Yeah.
They find a cafe. This chick goes off about this guy who's using, 4-top table. Mm-hmm. those are industry terms. I used to be in, food service.
4-top.
A what?
4-top. A 4-top.
What does that mean?
It's 4 seats. 2-top is 2 seats. 4-top is 4 seats. I've had many careers.
4-top.
Why top?
Why top?
Because tabletop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a short.
That's a 4x.
I like that.
It's a 2x.
And then, I'm like, whatever. yeah. Okay, so they find out they get a lead on the IP address, even though they're looking for a diminutive 20s, skinny, dark hair, glasses guy. They burst in. What do they find? An old guy. I'll say it. An old bald guy.
I thought we were still talking about the coffee shop.
Yeah,
You're talking about the apartment.
I
didn't know we were there. I apologize. It was the old guy. What was his name? Leonard?
Yeah, something like that. You think his name was... I didn't write down his name down.
Now,
he was like, is this because I clicked on the porn?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not the pizza? Which also, by the way, to that point, they knocked and then kicked in very quickly.
Yeah, they did. They didn't give a chance to say
there's no way I'd answer the door that fast.
Yes. Right.
They were like... All right, kick it down. It's like, give him a second. The guy's watching Orange is the New Black or porn. or pizza.
Or pizza.
Yeah. Poor dude.
I know. So they basically says he talks about, because we have to wrap this up soon.
Yeah.
About Star Trek and pizza. And it's a special thing that there's a special conversation on the website where you order the pizza from, and that's where the guy was hacking into.
Customer service. Yeah.
Customer service. Yeah, you know those. We all know those. Yeah, Chatterley. Thank you. We all know those, of course. And so then he go outside because he's supposed to see nobody. Even though they showed a camera watching him walk out, so obviously he was looking in. A guy tries to attack Billy. Mm-hmm. Ziggy. No, he talked about somebody named Ziggy. Sorry, his name was Devin.
That wasn't Ziggy. That was Devin.
That was Devin.
And he attacked Billy, and they used to know each other from when Billy was undercover.
And he called him Vernon.
Vernon.
Oh.
I like that name.
Me too, but that was a website. He goes Vernon or Soda, whatever you call it. So I'm like, Vernon.
I'll be honest, better than Billy.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
mean,
just
definitely.
Saying. I know.
And nowhere near Lieutenant Hansy.
He's not a Billy, thank you. I don't think of him as a Billy either. I always want to think his name is something else. Like Billy Soto?
Gerald.
So there must be a backstory. Maybe his name is really Vernon Soto or something.
Oh, maybe he's now undercover for the syndicate of sorts.
Yeah. So Ziggy, I immediately thought of Ziggy Stardust myself because I'm old.
Yeah, no, I did too.
And I thought of David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust, and I was thinking this guy must like David Bowie or Ziggy Marley. Could be Ziggy Marley. I think one or the other. That's true. But I was thinking Ziggy Stardust first. And they mentioned Reddit, which is a funny thing to mention.
Yeah.
They went in deep in this episode.
And subreddit. Reddit is weird, first of all. I mean, I have an account on it, and I go on every once in a while. It's weird.
It's a whole culture, man.
It's
like,
yeah.
And it's weird, too, because it's like Craigslist, and the website is very old-looking.
Yeah.
Like, it's just text. Yeah. It's just text and, like, some picture stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, the graphics, it's...
And they have so much... The moderators are just crazy. And there's so many rules for every single one.
Right. And there's that question everyone has to answer about the duck.
Yes.
I don't even know the exact question.
What is that? About a duck?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird thing with that.
Oh.
Okay, so then we go back. We touched on it a little earlier. Mrs. Campbell wasn't happy because we find out there was a posting. It all stemmed from a posting of Rachel singing a song, and this cyber dude didn't like it, obviously, and then bullied her to death.
This is not cool.
No.
We know how it is. We know people.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how much it spiraled into this. Like, we started with just a guy rolling up, just two drunk girls who were throwing up. And we went down the freaking rabbit hole all the way to a subreddit to a YouTube comment. And by the way, this can happen in real life.
Oh, I know.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure it does.
Yeah. And so it's like, you people, don't do this.
I have folks who make fun of my laugh all the time online. They're like, I hate your laugh. Makes me want to cut my ears off. I'm like, cut them off.
What?
Cut them off. Yeah. I get folks who love it. I know, they're cyber trolls.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Laura said it at the end of the episode. I don't mean to jump ahead on you.
No, go ahead. Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
She says this kid who they end up finding, his computer changed his sense of reality.
It was just a boy.
And that is true. I mean, that happens every freaking day because it's not a real life situation until it becomes a real life situation. It's so easy to type and hit click. And even when it came to killing people in this.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy.
Which I thought was an interesting twist. It was another one. It was a twist that a couple of weeks ago we didn't have any twists. We were like, "What happened to the twist?" It was very straightforward. This was actually a twist that I didn't see coming.
Oh no, me neither.
No, I couldn't have guessed that.
No way. I thought that the sister character was kind of like, and this is no offense to the actress, but I thought it was like, oh, it's a sister's upset.
Right.
That's like an emotional thing. We're supposed to feel bad for the family, but. Turned out to actually play a role in it.
Yeah, it did, and it played actually a big role. Thank you. You love my laugh. Thank you. And it was I thought it was a really interesting twist. It literally was the case was nothing extreme. There was no syndicate. There was no nothing.
Yeah,
it was literally a boy with a warped sense of humor, sense of direction, on a computer.
Disillusioned.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're sitting behind a computer and you're anonymous and you're in your bedroom, you don't feel like there's repercussions for anything.
Right.
So,
yeah,
especially
it's
with
so
Reddit,
much easier.
You have usernames and everything's so disguised.
Yeah, it's not even like Facebook where there's like your information that they're just completely anonymous.
So basically, I guess the brother came in and tried to change things to get the bullying to stop. Of course, Rachel said
good for him.
Good for him. She didn't know what was going on. He was acting like a big brother, not just a cop, and made everybody upset. And it just escalated to where now he's dead. It's really sad. It's really sad. And at the very end, of course, there's the emails of Billy and Meredith, the personal ones about the relationship. So now Santiani knows about it now and was going to talk to them. But Laura saved the day.
Yes, Laura has some blackmail in her too.
I totally agree with that concept too. It's
brought back what happened earlier in the season. So it's kind of fun, that whole scene. So they're like a family. It's like, you fight, you do whatever, but you protect yourselves.
Yeah,
that's
like your
own
most
family
important.
And stuff, your own friends.
Yeah.
That's the smart thing to do.
That's what's most important.
I think so too. And then Jake and Laura have their date kind of at the bar, of course.
They were so lovey-dovey.
They were.
I know.
They were sitting
eyes
down.
at each other.
You know a date is serious if you're not sitting on the furniture. You're sitting by it. And they were like sitting on the floor.
Yes.
You know? That's when
drinking wine.
That's intimate.
I'm saying. You know, there's a printer nearby.
But it makes me kind of upset. I know I've said this on the show.
Why?
Because
you like Tony?
I like Chef Tony and her together. And he cheated on her.
Yeah.
She brought it up. She's like, okay, I mean, he did. We don't know why he cheated on her. We don't know why.
That is true.
If we knew more of the backstory, then maybe we can
said that last
sympathize
time.
with him more. But at this point, he cheated on her.
Right. But they do have chemistry. Yes, I get it.
They have chemistry.
And they have kids.
And that voice, his voice.
I know. He has a great voice. I like his voice. But I'm conflicted. I like them.
Yeah, I really hope. I know we mentioned a couple weeks ago, but I hope that we see that situation unfold with him. We see the woman that he cheated with.
or something.
I hope that comes about.
Yeah. Well, that's another episode of Mysteries of Lori, guys.
That's it?
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my goodness.
You survived. Your first one with me and Cameron.
That was fun.
Oh,
You did it.
Yeah.
So, Teresa, tell them where they can find you on the interwebs.
You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Teresa Law.
You can find me at The Only Camshaft, Twitter and Instagram.
Is that, oh,
James Lott Jr.
Where can you find me? James Lott Jr. on Facebook, Black Hope LA on Twitter, L Black Hope on Instagram. Although I got all Black Hopes. And of course, my my show Breaking Into on Black Hollywood Live is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a black opera male opera singer on.
No way.
Very excited. So his name is H. Waring Sharp. He's going to be on. And my radio show every Friday morning on AdrenalineRadio.com.
That's right.
That's
Yay.
right. Thank you very much, you guys. See you in a couple of weeks.
Bye-bye.
Have a good holiday.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.